Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Mike, 53.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
To throw, it's Carr.
I'm here all day.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike,
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Mahomes firing complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
That's the score. Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Carr completes it.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Carr.
Can't believe they let you play.
Being chased out left. Space to run past the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Carr can be in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike, 53.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
L'Jarius Sneed right there to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
That's caught by Waller out left side. just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Check, 53 is Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Right here, right here.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
At the 20.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The Raiders' 37-yard line.
2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Harrison Butker.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call in the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
Important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Check 53, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike.
Throwing now is Carr. And it's caught. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They go with Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the... First down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
44, Mike.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. 44, Mike, 44. Hey. Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Yellow. Right. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, You can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Mahomes going to throw it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL. And
gets through, and now an opening. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost